Hi, this is Adrian from Tactical Project Manager, and I hope you are doing great. In this video, I want to talk about a very important question that you should always ask at the start of your projects. And here's the question. You ask your client, your customer, who is going to approve the result of the project, the deliverable, the product, whatever you are creating or designing or manufacturing for the client? Who is going to approve that? And here's why this question is important. What happens often in projects is that you work out their requirements and you discuss the requirements with some people from the customer, and everything is documented and it's even signed by the client. And you think, okay, everything is going great. But then after some months or whenever you're ready and you have the first product or prototype that you want to show the client, what happens is then the client looks at it, and maybe the people you have directly worked with, they say, yeah, it looks fine. I'm just going to share it and discuss it with my colleagues and with my boss. And then this is what happens. Then during these discussions on the client side, they come up with additional requirements and wishes and changes that they want to have implemented. And you start wondering, why didn't you tell me this at the beginning, 6 months ago when we sat together? And I even asked you, about whether you wanted this feature or you wanted that color, and I made you aware of the risk of that thing that you wanted. So you get a list of changes that the client wants, and this, of course, it's not effective, and it means often a lot of extra work and extra cost also on the client side. And if not this, then at least a lot of discussions with you, because you have to see how you can make it work. And this just sucks. And the problem here is that I want to make you aware of is that the people that you discuss the requirements at the beginning of the project, they are often not the same people who are finally approving the result. And even if you ask the question, are you going to approve the result, because I'm discussing this with you now? So even if they say, yeah, I'm going to look at it, and you think everything is good, but then you find out that actually there's the circle of people who are looking at your work and approving it and giving comments is a lot bigger, more people involved. And my rule for this, to avoid these kind of situations, is always that I want to sit together with the people who are ultimately going to check and approve my work, because I cannot afford this mess, this long list of changes. It's not good for me. It's not good for the client. It's not a good way of working. So I always demand that at the beginning of the project, when we discuss the requirements, I want to know who is going to look at the work, and I want to have these people join the initial meetings where we discuss requirements. And this, you need to insist on that. You need to demand that, and not just be, accept an answer like, yeah, probably it's just be me, and then we'll see what happens. This is not good. Always insist on having these people at the table, this face to face with you, not via email, not on the phone. Work together as a team and write down the requirements. And this is not always easy to implement, because let's say I'm designing a website for your company, and ultimately the CEO is going to look at it. Are you able to have a meeting with the CEO at the beginning of the project? Maybe not. So maybe you can demand that and see if it's a smaller company. It may be possible, but at least you need to make sure that whatever the CEO, in this example, is looking for, what kind of things he wants from you to do, that his ideas and his requirements are being recorded and are being tracked at the beginning of the project, that they are on the table and they are part of your requirement specification. So just to repeat, always ask at the beginning of your project, ask client who is going to approve the result of my work, of the project. And this can be multiple people if it's a larger thing that you build or design or create. Different departments which have a stake, which have a saying in the project, that's fine. And you can create a simple list, who is going to approve that part, who is going to approve this piece, who is going to approve the documents, the user interface, different stakeholders. But at least they are on board and you have the opportunity to talk to them at the beginning. So I hope that was helpful. Leave a comment below, and I wish you all the best and talk to you soon.